What up, everyone? This is the Two Fans One Octagon podcast. My name's Brandon. To my right is Johnny. We are here to go over UFC Fight Night Tybura versus Tuivasa. I know it's another, kind of thrown together fight card, but we're still going to go over it because that's what we do here. Whether we're super excited like last weekend or we're just meh like we are this weekend for the fight card, we gonna go over the fights, alright? So with that being said, let's start with the first fight of the night. And like I said, this is just another meh fight card, so if you don't know some of these people, don't feel bad. Alright, starting with a bantamweight bout, we have Charalampos Gregorio versus Chad and Helliger. Um, Johnny, you want this one? You want to start us off? Mm-hmm. It was very good. That's why I'm going with him. No, it's his debut. It says he's only 1-0. That can't be right. He's 8-3, actually. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is a good gym. Yeah, I got you. What's up? Mm-hmm. Jose. Yeah. Yep. Jose Johnson. They had some fun scrambles, man. And he was like 4 or 5 inches shorter that fight. Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. My only thing that leaves me a little worried about picking Chad is he is Canadian. And we know how the Canadian fighters have been doing as of recent. But I do think he has skill. He looked very good in his last fight. I don't know Chara Lampos too well. I've seen a couple of his highlights. He does look explosive, but it's his debut. Chad's pretty good. Gonna be a hard vet to go against on your first debut. I'm with you. Chad. Moving on, we have Thiago. Thiago Moises versus Mitch Ramirez. They do not. That is not the right fight. This one won't open up. That's annoying. But in this fight, we have Mitch Ramirez, 8-1. Let's see. Is this his debut by chance? I thought so. I thought so. Protest, decent. Um, Mitch Ramirez. Let's go to Tiago Moises. We all know him. We all know Tiago. 17-7. Wait, sorry, go ahead. I figured as much. Um, he beat Costa, beat Giagos, and he lost to Benoit. But he lasted actually quite a while with Benoit. I'm not too high on Benoit, but it's not a bad loss by any means. Thiago Moises very good on the ground. Um, I'll, just because I wasn't too impressed with Mitch on the Contender Series, I'm gonna go with Thiago Moises submission, maybe second round. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But Mitch, his didn't look very good either. Yeah, if I had to be very specific with, I'm gonna say Thiago Moises, rear naked choke, second round, early in the second. He is definitely a dog. He hung in there for a while. All right, women's strawweight, Johnny, take us away. Your favorite. Jacqueline Amorim versus Corey McKenna. She beat, yeah, beat Ruiz, lost to Hughes. Agreed. Agreed. Yep. Yes. Yeah, I that was crazy. She literally just couldn't squeeze long enough. That's literally all it was. It's crazy. Yep. She beat Velisma. She beat Granger and she beat Reed. No, she lost to Reed. Sorry. Yeah, I know that's not good. Split decision, but still a loss. I know, and she decision. I don't think it had it, but I will look for you. Um, oh my gosh, the website's tweaking. Amorim is a plus 100. McKenna's minus 125. I was gonna say the same thing. No, I agree. Yeah, Amorim, I can't imagine her losing the first round. So really is gonna come into can she keep it going for the second and third, or at least one of them, right? Because a good chance it goes to the decision. We're talking about straw weight here. Um, Corey McKenna is a redhead, so be careful. Us redheads, we don't fuck around. But with that being said, I'm with you on this one as well. Give me Jacqueline. Moving on. Featherweight bout. We have Josh Kulabau versus Danny Silva and his debut. Um, I know Josh Kulabau. Let's go over his last fights. Lost to Murphy. He beat Bagadas. Thank you, thank you. And he beat Choi. Those are his last three. Oh, he did tie Jourdain. That is crazy to me too. Me too. That's aged well. That is a great win. That's definitely his best win that I'm looking at right now. He fought Jalen Turner. I missed that one. I figured Jalen Turner's a dog. I love Jalen Turner. Okay, yeah. Kilbao, definitely good on the ground. No doubt about it. Has okay stand up, just nothing special. Um, but going to Danny Silva, it's his debut. Debut. Um, where did he? No, that's upcoming. He has no fight history on this website. None of the debut people do. I wish that's one thing I wish UFC would change. Like if this is their debut, at least like come on, throw on some fights so we can look into these fighters a little bit, right? Because truthfully, I don't know anything about Danny Silva. I know I've watched the Contender series. I just cannot remember this dude. Well, with that being said, I guess I'll lean towards Josh because usually the Contender series guys who have good performances, I remember them. Um, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying I just cannot put my finger on him right now. So give me Josh. Josh is pretty well rounded, definitely better on the ground in my opinion. But he can keep up with people. He can hang in there. 11-2. Like you said, we went over his fights. He has a good draw against Jordan. Bagasarian. That's a huge win. What are the odds? No odds on this website. Gotcha. Huge step up. All right. Well, moving on to the next one. Johnny, you got flyweight bout. Jafel Filho versus Ode Osborne. Who you got? It's I think it's a pick'em essentially. Minus 180, plus 150, plus 150 Osborne. So he has two fights on here. He beat Perez and he lost to Mokaev. Last he won first round submission 3 minutes in, and he lost to Mokaev in the last 30 seconds by submission. Hmm. He had that knee bar was there is no way Mokaev should have got out of that, but he did. That was intense. Ooh, it was terrible. Lost to Nam. He did beat Vergara. That's a good win. Yeah, I'm going with the opposite. I do not think O'Day's very good at all. Um, he has some good wins back here, but let's just go to what really matters. Let's start from 2022. Beat Adashev in the first round, 1 minute in. Impressive. I don't care who your competition is or whatever. If you're winning in a minute, impressive. Lost to Nam in the first round, knocked out in 3 minutes. Then he fought Johnson. Yuri went over that. Extremely boring fight. Johnson's not UFC level, and he barely won decision. Um, then he lost to Alambayev, which he's a dog. So you're kind of screwed, right? So that one's understandable. But with that being said, he came in with a lot of hype, and I have when I watch his fights, I'm like rarely impressed. I just think he's all right. Um, I'm not saying Jafel is anything special, but I think he's better than Ode. Um, especially if he gets him on the ground. Yeah, so it's hard for me to ever pick Ode. I just do not trust him and believe him. I mean, lost a lot of money with him before. So yes, is it a little personal at this point? Yes, but give me Jafel by submission. All right, Johnny, you get women's bantamweight now. Josiane Nunez versus Chelsea Chandler. She's really bad. I can go to her real quick. Dumont's decent though. Let's be fair. She beat Stoliarenko in the first round knockout. I remember that. That was Stoliarenko. Yeah, 6 inch difference. Reach is only an inch. That's crazy. No head takes head kicks out of it too. I'm not saying she's much of a kicker. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm with you. I think Chelsea Chandler by decision is just going to be like a clinch battle, and I think it's going to be a pretty boring watch. So respectfully, this would be a good bathroom break opportunity. Um, yep. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Chelsea's so much bigger that even if she gets her down, she can just probably just tire her out by her just sheer size and weight on her. Because you know she's probably going to be like 10 pounds heavier after rehydration at least. We are. We're both going underdog on this one. All right, moving on. This is actually one of the fights I'm excited for. When I said that earlier, I think Mike Davis is good. He doesn't fight enough for people to really know him and for him to like build on the hype he generates for himself. But I think he's a dog, and I think he's good, high level striking. Let's go over him. Beat Borishev. That is impressive. Granted, it was 2022, and that's his last fight because he fights like once a year, once every couple years. Beat Davis, beat Gifford. I'm assuming that's a loss to Burns. It doesn't say, but I'm assuming. No, it says second round sub, so I'm assuming that had to have been Burns' win. Yeah, Borshev hits like a truck for the weight class. And Nathan Levy, he's no slouch either, man. Oh yeah, sorry, there's no H. Israelian. He's 3 inches shorter. Reach is about the same. Um, one second, I'm going to his last fights first. So his last 3 fights is unanimous decision against Garcia, unanimous decision versus Breeden, who Breeden just got cut from the UFC. Oh yeah, sorry, lost to Garcia. Beat Breeden in a unanimous decision, which Breeden just got. Yeah, he just got cut from the UFC a couple days ago. And then unanimous decision versus Valdez. So, Natan, durable, decent. Um, this decision machine, whether it's a win or loss, it's going to decision with him. And I don't think he's going to be able to get through all 3 rounds against Mike Davis. I think Mike Davis, very slick, very good striking. I could see him ending this in the first round. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Give me Mike Davis first round knockout. Dude, he is so athletic. He is a beast. People don't know about Mike Davis, but they need to. He's good. He needs to fight more is what he needs. I think that's his downfall. Cause let's just go by year. So he fought October 2019, January 2021. So that's a year and a half. Then October 1st, 2022. So he's like one fight every year and a half ish. We just need more Mike Davis. If we can get him up to twice a year, he's gonna get up those ranks and start really making a name for himself. Do I think he's like championship level? Probably not. But do I think he could crack like top five and be very competitive? I do. All right. So we both in agreement here. All right, moving on to the main card. Sorry, the website's tweaking on me right now. Middleweight bout: Gerald Meerschaert versus Brian Barberena. I'll let you go, but I just want to start off with I think both these guys suck. It kind of does me too, because I think they're pretty even skill level. Barberena's plus 190, just saying. Yep. I'll click it. Yep. Miradov. He's tough. He's not very good on the ground. Yep. He'll finish you late. He's very good at that. He's very good at that. I'll click on him. He also beat Silva. He did. That third round was so bad by him. Yeah. He's a wrestler. That's true. That's true. That's true. He's a grappler. Just trying to muscle you down, no technique. And he got rocked by Piper. Dude, I am right there with you. So I think the middleweight weight class is just not one of the strongest in the UFC at the moment. So I think Brian Barberena moving up into this weight class is a good career decision by him. I think Meerschaert is definitely on the back end of his career. Well, both these guys are, but I think Gerald Meerschaert, his last two fights where it went so rough, like Piper rocks him right away, knocked out. Then, like you said, loses to Petrosky 2 in a row. I think Barberena is going to move up. I don't know if he's going to. Actually, I do. I think Meerschaert gets knocked out in the third. I think Gerald probably wins the first round by a takedown. The second round is probably going to be some clinching, some dirty boxing, kind of a more boring second. I think third round they both come in a little tired, and I think Meerschaert goes in with like a weak takedown, and Barberena catches him. That's just what my brain is telling me right now. So give me Brian Barberena knockout. I definitely wouldn't bet on that, but that's what my brain's telling me right now. Is Brian's gonna catch him late. Dude, I like how we're on the same page today. I think we've only disagreed on like one or two. I do. Hell yeah, we're going crazy today. Dude, hell yeah, I'll do that too. Alright, I guess I get this women's bout. Women's bantamweight. Penny, Kianzad, versus Macy Chiason. Some tough names. 17-7 for Penny, 9-3 for Chiason. Both coming off losses, both in the top 10. Penny's last fights, Vieira, which she lost by decision. Then she beat Landsberg, and she lost to the now champion Raquel Pennington in a unanimous decision. Honestly, I don't see any impressive wins on this. The unanimous loss. I can't. It's gonna take me a second for it to load up everything. So, yeah, she got taken down 3 times, 3 submission attempts against her. She did outstrike, but she must have just been just dominated on the ground. Which, to be fair, she's not gonna have to worry about that with Macy or Chiason. She's a striker as well. Does she? I could have sworn 3 fights by knockout, 2 by submission, so she's semi well rounded. Let's see. Well, Irene Aldana was just piecing her up on the feet. She had no choice. She beat Norma Dumont. That is impressive. You know, that Dumont win alone is speaking to me to pick her. Give me Chiason. Give me Chiason. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today. Yeah, minus 205 favorite. Yeah, give me Macy. Huge favorite. Yep. That's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, give me Macy. What do you think, Johnny? Women's bantamweight is just not a division I get excited about. I like the other two women's divisions so much more. It's it's the worst women's division by a mile. Right. If it's not Macy Barber, I don't want to talk about her. So moving on. Featherweight bout. We got Christian Rodriguez, Isaac Dolgarian, plus 124 for Christian Rodriguez. Excuse me, need a drink. Oh, who you got, Johnny? Wait. Oh, yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. He is. And Cameron Simon. It was so bad that day. He looked so off that fight. Christian Rodriguez, though, I think he's part to do with that, man. He is just kind of he is good, man. He's just a nuisance, man.
That's
That's
where
where
he
he
shines.
shines.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh
oh
yeah.
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 Yeah. I
I am
am
betting
betting
this
this
is
is
one of
one
the
of the
fights I
fights I
actually
actually
did
did
put a
put a
couple
couple
bucks
bucks
on.
on.
I'm
I'm
with
with
Isaac
Isaac
Bulgarian
Bulgarian
as
as
well.
well.
I
I
think
think
he's a
he's a
stud.
stud.
Only
Only
one
one
fight
fight
in
in
the
the
UFC and
UFC and
he
he
ran
ran
through
through
it.
it.
And
And
like
like
you
you
said, it
said, it
was
was
against
against
someone
someone
who
who
was
was
a
a
prospect.
prospect.
D2
D2
national
national
champion.
champion.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
care.
You
You
might
might
see
be
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
D2.
D2.
Aljo
Aljo
was a
was a
D2
D2
wrestler,
wrestler,
came
came
champion.
champion.
Give me
Give me
Isaac.
Isaac.
I
I
think
think
he's a
he's a
stud.
stud. I think he's
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
get
get
another
another
first
first
round
round
finish
finish
this
this
fight,
fight,
but
but
I
I
do
do
think
think
he
he
might
might
get a
get a
finish
finish
later
later
on.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give
give
me
me
Isaac
Isaac
Bulgarian. I
Bulgarian. I
think
think
he's
he's
well
well
rounded,
rounded,
looks
looks
really
really
good.
good.
Christian
Christian
Rodriguez
Rodriguez
is
is
no
no
slouch,
slouch,
but
but
this
this
is
is
quite
quite
the
the
step
step
up
up
from
from
Raul
Raul
Rosas,
Rosas,
who's
who's
a
like
like a
a
3 minute
worth
worth of
of
fighting,
fighting,
and
and
then
then
the
the
rest
rest
of
of
the
the
fight
fight
he's
he's
just
just
worthless.
worthless.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
I
don't.
don't.
Beating
Beating
Raul
Raul
Rosas
Rosas
means
means
nothing
nothing
to
to
me.
me.
Um,
Um,
Raul,
Raul
for
for
18,
18,
yeah.
yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
care
care
though.
though.
This UFC
UFC
is
is
top
top
level.
level.
I
I
don't.
don't.
Age
Age
doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean
a
a
thing.
thing.
Um,
Um,
exactly.
exactly.
Age
Age
is
is
nothing.
nothing.
Do
Do
I
I
think
think
Raul's
Raul's
going to
gonna
be
be
good
good
later
later
on,
on,
like
like
mid
mid
20s?
20s?
Hell
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
do.
do.
But
But
at
at
the
the
moment,
moment,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he's
he's
that
that
good.
good.
Light
Light
heavyweight
heavyweight
bout.
bout.
Ovens
Ovens
Saint
Saint
Peru
Peru
versus
versus
Kennedy
Kennedy
in Jukwe.
Njukwe.
In Jukwu,
Njukwu,
sorry.
sorry.
Um,
Um,
well,
well,
I
I
think
think
the
the
odds
odds
speak
speak
for
for
themselves
themselves
on
on
this
this
one.
one.
Minus
Minus
500.
500.
I
I
think
think
Saint
Saint
Peru,
Peru,
old, past
past
his
his
prime,
prime,
ever
ever
since
since
that
that
John
John
Jones
Jones
fight,
fight,
has
has
not
not
looked
looked
good
good
whatsoever.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's
go
go
over
over
some
some
of
of
these.
these. Excuse me.
Starting
Starting
from
from
December
December
2020,
2020, l-
lost
lost
a
a
knockout
knockout
by
by
Hill,
Hill,
lost
lost
to
to
Boser,
Boser,
beat
beat
Shogun,
Shogun,
but
but
Shogun
Shogun
was
was
old
old
and
and
washed
washed
up
up
at
at
that
that
point.
point.
Let's
Let's
not
not
sugarcoat
sugarcoat
it.
it.
Shogun
Shogun
Rua
Rua
would
would
have
have
beat
beat
his
his
ass
ass
in
in
his
his
prime.
prime. And beat and lost to Lins, who in 49 seconds by knockout to Lins. Lins, he looked good in his last fight, but he ain't looked near good enough to be knocking out anyone in the first minute of anything. I don't think I would be knocked out in the first minute by Lins. And I'm 5'8", 170, never have had a fight in my life, everyone. No, I think I could run around and just not get knocked out for 50 seconds. Would I get knocked out eventually? Hell yeah, but I think I could last 50 seconds. Um, yeah, give me Kennedy all day. You got anything else to add, Johnny? I know I was pretty quick on this one, but I think this one's pretty self-explanatory.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I
I
think
think
Dustin
Dustin
Jacoby
Jacoby
is
is
really
really
good.
good.
He
He
doesn't.
doesn't. He
Definitely
definitely
not.
not.
Same.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
for a
reason,
reason,
I
I
think.
think.
But
But
you
you
know,
know, when
when
the
the odds
odds
are
are
that
that
high,
high,
never
never
hurts to
hurts to
throw a
throw a
couple
couple
bucks
bucks
the
the
opposite
opposite
way.
way.
You
You
know
know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
Especially
Especially
by
by
knockout,
knockout,
get
get
those
those
odds
odds
up
up
to
to
like
like
plus
plus
700.
700.
I'm
I'm
sure.
sure.
Hmm. I
I
know
know
Ovens
Ovens
is
is
old,
old,
and
and
did
did
you
you
see
see
what
what
his
his
contract
contract
is?
is?
every
Every
single
single
fight,
fight,
win
win
or
or
lose,
lose,
man,
man,
he
he
makes
makes 100,000,
200,000.
200,000.
Yeah. So
So
he's
he's
let's
let's
be
be
honest,
honest,
everyone.
everyone.
He's
He's
just
just
gonna
gonna
fight
fight
until
until
his
his
contract's
contract's
up
up
and
and
then
then
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
get
get
cut.
cut.
Or
Or
retire.
retire.
Most
Most
likely
likely
retire.
retire.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
the
the
UFC
UFC
would
would
cut
cut
him.
him. He's been in there.
He's
He's
been
been
with
with
the
the
UFC
UFC
forever.
forever.
I
I
think
think
this
this
either
either
ties
ties
him
him
or
or
puts
puts
him
him
at
at
the
the
most
most
light
light
heavyweight
heavyweight
belts
belts
ever.
ever.
It
It
is
is
insane.
insane.
That
That
just
just
shows you
shows
how
you how
long
long
he's
he's
been
been
around.
around.
Definitely
Definitely
a
a
OG
OG
of
of
the
the
division,
division,
but
but
Father
Father
Time
Time
catches
catches
up
up
to
to
everyone.
everyone.
Moving
Moving
on.
on.
Welterweight
Welterweight
bout.
bout.
Brian
Brian
Battle
Battle
versus
versus
Eng
Eng
Lusa.
Lusa.
Minus
Minus
166
166
for
for
Battle.
Battle.
I
I
know
know
we
we
both
both
like
like
Brian
Brian
Battle.
Battle.
He's
He's
like
like the only one of the only
tough
tough
guys
guys
that
that
I
I
actually
actually
am
am
high
high
on.
on.
It
It
was
was
terrible.
terrible.
That's
That's
it's
it's
terrible.
terrible.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
No.
He's a
He's a dis
he's a
he's a
decision
decision
merchant is
merchant
what
is
he
what he
is.
is.
A
A
lot
lot
lately.
lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
just
just
him
him
even
even
going
going
to
to
decision,
decision,
even though
even
he
though he
lost to
lost to
Fokker
Fokker
Dinoff,
Dinoff,
to
to
me
me
is
is
still
still
impressive.
impressive.
He's
He's
he's a
he's a
dog.
dog.
I'd
I'd
have
have
to
to
look
look
for
for
you
you
real
real
quick.
quick.
Draw.
Draw.
He
He
beat
beat
the
the
fuck
fuck
out of
out of
Kevin
Kevin
Lee
Lee
in
in
less
less
than a
than a
minute.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
get
get
to it in a
in a
second.
second.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
was.
was.
I'm
I'm
going
going
Brian
Brian
Battle.
Battle.
I'm
I'm
going
going
him
him
winning
winning
first
first
or
or
second
second
round,
round,
man.
man.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
this
this
is.
is.
I
I
think
think
the
the
odds
odds
are
are
closer
closer
than
than
I
I
would
would
have
have
thought,
thought,
to
to
be
be
honest.
honest.
I
I
think
think
Brian
Brian
Battle
Battle
wins
wins
this
this
and
and
wins
wins
it
it
fairly
fairly
easy.
easy.
I
I
think
think
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
catch
catch
him
him
with
with
a
a
head
head
kick.
kick.
That's
That's
what
what
I
I
think.
think.
No,
No,
I
I
agree,
agree,
but
but
hear
hear
me
me
out.
out.
6'1"
6'1"
versus
versus
5'10",
5'10".
and
And I think he's taller and more skilled.
Is
Is
Angel
Angel
loose?
loose?
Is
Is
he
he
moved
moved
down?
down,
Correct.
correct?
That's
That's
big,
big,
actually.
actually.
And
And
we
we
are
are
still
still
seeing
seeing
eye
eye
to
to
eye.
eye. I do too. I think it's gonna be like a head kick or a you know a blind 1-2 down the just straight down the pipe, and then it goes to a submission. He follows it up, submits him. Yeah, give me Brian Battle as well. All right, Johnny, you get the main event, buddy. Tai Tuivasa, Marcin Tybura, heavyweight bout. Do you want odds real quick? Tuivasa minus 125, Tybura plus 105. Almost a true pick'em. Do you need me to click on either of them? Very bad. They both lost to Volkov, though, to be fair. Mm-hmm. Um, I hate Marcin Tybura's haircut that he's rocking. With that being said, give me Tai Tuivasa. Just kidding. That's not my reasoning, but I am going Ty. I think, especially in the heavyweight bout when it takes one punch, and Tai Tuivasa, that's kind of what he does, is knock out or lose, right? I think, especially at heavyweight, when literally one punch wins you the fight, when you're on a 3-fight skid, and your not only contract but your well-being is on the line at heavyweight, man, that is terrifying to go up against someone like that. I think Tai Tuivasa is going to be coming out swinging for the fences because he knows he needs this win to keep his income coming in, to keep, food on his family's table, all that stuff. That's what comes with these contracts and stuff. I'm sure he's made decent money. Tai Tuivasa is a huge fan favorite. Um, but still, 3-fight skid. Granted, they've all been against good competition. We can look through it together. Volkov, Pavlovich, Cyril Gahn, three killers. Beat Derek Lewis, beat Sakai, beat Greg Hardy, beat Hunsucker, beat Struve. I think with the current skid tied to Ivasa's on, he's going to be just the hungrier fighter, the more desperate fighter. Could that play against him? Absolutely. But I think Tai Tuivasa catches him. Don't know when. I'm leaning towards Tai Tuivasa on here, but I can definitely see Marcin winning.
Right. Fucking meniscus injury.
Yeah, that's why this got postponed to today or till this weekend. He didn't need the surgery, though, to be fair. He chose to do it. I've torn both of mine. Senior year of college, first preseason game, I tore both of them. I nutmegged this kid. I went around him to go get it, and he shoved me in the back. I took 2 weird steps, blew both of them out. Yeah, dude, it was shitty. I played the whole year though, because I'm a dog. Was it smart? Probably not, but I did. Carefully. I just watched an interview with him this morning, actually, and he does look better. He's still a big dude, but he does look like he's in better shape than the last time we saw him. Granted, last time we saw him, he was huge. I do too. He's also kind of a smaller heavyweight as well. Yeah, Ty pushes the weight. He's last on here it says he's straight up 265, which is the cutoff. I I agree completely. He needs to knock out the first 1.5 rounds, I think, or it's gonna get ugly quick. All right, well, hey, we were seeing eye to eye on a lot of these. You know, I would say for everyone who watches and is curious, definitely be careful betting on this fight card because a lot of these can go either way. A lot of these could go either way. Um, you know, bet smart. Don't bet what you don't got. Thank you everyone for watching. We're here every Sunday and Thursday. Please tune in, leave a like, subscribe, and give us a comment. What fight are you excited to see? Who do you think is going to win the main event? Let us know in the comments below. With that being said, thank you everyone for watching. This is Two Fans, One Octagon. Peace.